In Swallowed Star, the conflict between Luo Feng and Li Yao intensifies. At this tense moment, the appearance of the Aunt makes things even more interesting. Although Li Yao is a powerful warrior, his emotional intelligence doesn't seem to match his strength. When he discovers that Luo Feng's communication watch has turned into a time bomb, he fails to see this as a golden opportunity to track Luo Feng's location and instead directs his anger towards the Aunt. How can you be so stupid? Li Yao shouts in anger, his tone filled with disappointment and rage. However, the Aunt remains unfazed by his accusations and calmly replies, "You're not smart either." This remark immediately sets off a storm of comments. "Kill Li Yao and take the Aunt," one netizen angrily comments, reflecting the sentiments of many viewers who are frustrated with Li Yao's impulsiveness and lack of reason, while being impressed by the Aunt's calmness and wisdom. The argument between Li Yao and the Aunt highlights the misunderstandings between them. After a heated exchange, they eventually reach a consensus to face a bigger crisis together. This episode of Swallowed Star is truly surprising. Luo Feng was happily advancing underwater when he was suddenly paralyzed and sank straight to the bottom. If that wasn't enough, a swarm of snakes emerged from the water, binding him like a giant worm and dragging him into the depths. This plot is more thrilling than watching Anaconda. The original storyline of this episode indeed brought many surprises and excitement to the audience. Luo Feng, originally an adventurer, now finds himself as the target in a submarine jungle rule. Some worry that the deviations from the original story might upset the fans of the novel. But rest assured, the producers have taken this into account. From the original novel to the anime and now the adapted plot, Luo Feng's adventurous spirit remains consistent. Although specific details have changed, the general direction and character traits have been well preserved. We look forward to a reasonable explanation and a satisfactory conclusion for Luo Feng's battle with the myriad of snakes. When facing problems, we need to remain calm and rational, avoiding hasty anger and accusations. Only through effective communication and cooperation can we better solve issues. The exaggerated and humorous comments from netizens also reflect their love and attention for Swallowed Star, hoping the anime continues to maintain exciting plots and high-quality production to bring more surprises and joy to the audience. In Swallowed Star, Luo Feng's greatest enemies are undoubtedly Li Yao and his wife. Known as the Scorpion Couple, Li Yao's strength far surpasses that of his wife, Venerina, making him a formidable war god. Originally, Li Yao had arranged for his son Li Wei to enter the elite training camp, but before he could, Li Wei was killed by Luo Feng in the wilderness. After this, the couple began a frantic search for the murderer, conducting a thorough investigation, yet finding no evidence pointing to the killer. Until Luo Feng revealed his identity as a spiritual master, they finally confirmed it. Subsequently, they launched a frenzied pursuit of Luo Feng, but Luo Feng's rapid growth forced Li Yao to give up after Luo Feng became a war god post-Australian trial. However, Li Yao never expected to become a being beyond a war god, almost killing Luo Feng. How did he break through? Few know, but it involves a mentor, Counselor Yan Hai. Li Yao's breakthrough beyond the war god level was due to Yan Hai's guidance. After Luo Feng successfully became a war god and was appointed as Jiangnan City's inspector, Li Yao knew revenge was hopeless and drowned his sorrows in alcohol. His wife Venerina took him to find a mentor, hoping for help. This mentor was Counselor Yan Hai, a senior and a being beyond a war god, ranking among the top 5 strongest on Earth. However, Yan Hai refused to help due to Luo Feng's status as Jiangnan City's inspector, implying support from the world's strongest, Hong. Killing Luo Feng would likely provoke Hong's wrath, endangering Yan Hai's life despite his longevity. Still, Yan Hai, out of respect for old ties and Li Yao's grief, offered help. The key was a cultivation notebook containing methods and experiences for surpassing the war god level. Yan Hai advised Li Yao that ordinary hard training and relying on drugs were insufficient for reaching beyond a war god. The crux was whether his spirit and will could reach full capacity, the threshold for breakthrough. Despite gaining insights from the notebook, time wasn't on Li Yao's side as Luo Feng progressed too fast. Before the couple could master their training, Luo Feng became a being beyond a war god and decided to no longer tolerate the couple. Shortly after, this couple was brought to the council court and sentenced to death on the spot. It was at this moment that Li Yao, relying on his unyielding will, broke through to become a being beyond a war god. However, It was too late, he was ultimately slain by Luo Feng. If given another chance, this couple would still seek revenge for their son, leading to the same outcome. Although Li Yao and his wife met their demise, if given another chance, they would likely not give up on avenging their son. However, the result would remain unchanged. In hindsight, some netizens commented, "Can't they just have another son after their loss?" This tragic end involves the loss of an entire family. In his pursuit to kill Luo Feng, Li Yao even resorted to a laser cannon. Initially, Luo Feng was targeted, but he soon sensed the presence of the laser cannon. To avoid being targeted, Luo Feng fled towards an unknown lake. Li Yao's plan to shoot Luo Feng failed as one of the 5 inspectors of the Limit Martial Arts Hall, Vladimir, appeared and retrieved the laser cannon. Taking advantage of the terrain, Luo Feng infiltrated the lake. Although trapped, he would soon break free and proceed to the Mist Island. Li Yao's laser cannon plan failed. In his first attempt, Li Yao lost 2 war gods. To ensure Luo Feng's demise, Li Yao used a laser cannon, a weapon prohibited against humans. However, driven by vengeance for Li Wei, Li Yao disregarded the consequences. Once targeted by the laser cannon, without mountain cover, death was certain. Originally intending to counterattack, Luo Feng sensed something amiss. Li Yao pursued him from afar with numerous crates, indicating his complex plan. Luo Feng, realizing the power of the laser cannon, knew he couldn't confront it as a mortal. Thus, Li Yao's plan failed. Sensing danger, Luo Feng left immediately, heading towards the unknown lake. Li Yao, determined to pursue Luo Feng with his speed and Venerinus assistance, could catch up as long as Luo Feng's signal remained active. However, Luo Feng outsmarted them by hiding in the lake and disabling his communication device. Unexpectedly, the lake harbored powerful aquatic monsters, capable of unleashing unbearable electric shocks, trapping Luo Feng. Nonetheless, Luo Feng would eventually escape, leave the lake, and reach the unmarked island. For Luo Feng, this adventure brought both danger and opportunity. In the anime Swallowed Star, although Li Yao and Venerina are antagonists, their marital bond remains sincere. Even in dire straits, the aunt accompanies Li Yao, showing no regrets even in death. This reflects her exceptional qualities as a wife. Sometimes, one might imagine that Li Yao and Venerina are not entirely wrong in seeking vengeance for their son, similar to Luo Feng's motivations. Despite Luo Feng's desire to hold Li Yao and Venerina accountable, it's merely because they harmed his family. In essence, the one with the stronger fist dictates justice. If Li Yao and Venerina were stronger, they could have easily killed Luo Feng. However, Luo Feng's strength prevailed, leading the martial god palace to side with him. Nevertheless, this showcases the aunt's exceptional qualities. Despite Li Yao's despair, she stands by him, revealing her 2 hidden weapons. Surprisingly, one is a resilient silk cutting line, capable of slicing even war gods in half. Later, she summons a scorpion tail from her buttocks. This directly results in the demise of one of the powerful war gods. As they flee, the couple displays their affection. However, their bond cannot change their fate. Although they could have chosen to acknowledge killing members of the martial god palace, there might have been a slim chance of survival. However, their actions directly oppose Hong, resulting in their inevitable demise. Thus, Li Yao is left with no choice. Despite the aunt's beauty, she ultimately becomes a femme fatale alongside Li Yao. Although ruthless to outsiders, she fiercely protects her loved ones, first her child and now her husband. Despite her stunning appearance, she reveals her true feelings, willing to sacrifice everything for Li Yao. Overall, while the aunt is beautiful, she ultimately becomes a serpent-like woman alongside Li Yao. Despite her cruelty to outsiders, she fiercely protects her loved ones. To this day, she continues to fight fiercely to protect her husband. To have such a good woman by his side in this lifetime, it seems that Li Yao's existence has not been in vain.